These are the decks that got me to Infinite last season. Hello everybody, it's Cubicle here. I'm a TCG player and YouTube creator, and today I'm gonna show you the decks that got me to Infinite last season. But before we begin, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below what you wanna see next, and go to Twitch because I do daily streams over there. Okay, so the first deck that I'm gonna showcase, and this is the one that I pretty much played the most, is Patriot Super Surfer, or Super Patriot Surfer, I don't know how to call it. So this deck is not really your usual Patriot deck because it's a combination of Silver Surfer and Patriot decks, and that's why I've got so many 3-drops but also no ability cards. And another special thing that's added to this deck is Super Scroll. Super Scroll was so useful in so many cases. This is the star of the deck, and when combined with Mystique, it's just nuts. It's crazy how effective it is, especially if the opponent has, let's say, also a Patriot deck. You can just use Super Scroll and a Mystique, and that's gonna ruin their plans. Absolutely. Also, it's also good against Darkhawk decks or even Thanos lockdown decks, because Super Scroll can imitate Blue Marvel that's often seen in this kind of decks, and also Professor X. I've had some games where the opponent played Professor X in another lane and I had Super Scroll in a lane where I was winning, and yeah, it just locked it down. So basically with this deck, it's really simple. You just gotta play as many non-ability cards as you can and play Patriot with Mystique, or if you can't do that, you can just play Silver Surfer on the last turn. I've also made a separate video on this if you wanna watch it. And one thing that's cool about this deck is Brood, because Brood generates another 2 Broodlings that are also 3 cost, so on the last turn you can play Patriot and Silver Surfer. That's even better than Patriot Mystique. Or if you're lucky enough to play Patriot on turn 5 and then play Mystique and Silver Surfer, whatever suits you best. Also, I've added Serra in Ultron, classic. Serra, just play it on the 5th turn, and then on the last turn you've got a lot of cards to play. 3 cards, to be more exact. Like Patriot, Mystique and Silver Surfer, or Brood, Maximus, Silver Surfer, or any combinations you would like. And also you have 2 Galactus stoppers right here, and one of them is Cosmo and the other one is Debris. So you've got a lot of space to work with here, and I'm not gonna bother talking about it too much. You can see, I will link the other video down in the description where I played for like 20 minutes straight, 20 minutes of winning gameplay, and you can just see how it works. The next deck that I've actually played from 90 to 99, or actually no, sorry, 85 to 95 or 99, something like that. I've played it a lot at the end, was this Destroyer X deck. I know it seems simple, but it still works. So again, I've made a video on this, so I'm not gonna linger too much, but I'm gonna explain it shortly. So basically what you wanna do is have 4 cards like Ant-Man, Captain America, Warpath, Iron Man in one lane, or actually, sorry, it needs to have armor in that lane, or Professor X, because on the last turn you're gonna play Destroyer. And if you can't play Destroyer on the last turn, you're just gonna play Spectrum, because all of the cards here are ongoing. Are all of the cards ongoing? Yep, all of the cards are ongoing. So you've got 2 options at the end, Spectrum or Destroyer, or at least that's the best options. And the best thing you could do is just lock down a location with Professor X on 5, and if you're not winning, that location is still fine if you have Spectrum at the end. Or you also have Mr. Fantastic. If you locked down the left or right, or even the middle, you can still reach that with +2 with Mr. Fantastic. Also, you can block Destroyer's ability with Cosmo. If you play Destroyer on Cosmo's lane, it won't activate, so your other cards are safe. And also I've added Colossus in here because it can be destroyed, so Destroyer isn't gonna affect it. But basically with this deck you just want to go for 2 lanes. Don't go for all of them, just 2 of them, and that's fine. Also a nice combo that I've always used is either Warpath with Professor X, or where Ant-Man with armor is, there needs to be a Captain America and Iron Man. That's the best combo I mean, that's a lot of power. Let me do the math. If Warpath doesn't have a location, so it gets +4 if a location is empty for you. You've basically got, with Captain America and Warpath, that's 10 on Warpath. So you've got basically 48 power with all of those there. So not a lot of counters, only if they have Enchantress. Yeah, Enchantress is a danger for this deck, a big danger for this deck. But, I mean, yeah, you kinda got it. So that's mainly what I wanted to say about this deck. It's very good, you should try it, only pull 3, everyone can get it, that's all. And the last deck that got me to Infinite is actually Darkhawk Dino, or Dark Dino, whatever you wanna call it. This deck is pretty straightforward, almost everyone knows about it already. So you can go 2 routes over here, Darkhawk or Dino. You either go for rocks in the opponent's deck, or you go with cards in your hand. Or maybe you can do both. Also, I've put Super Scroll in here as well, because it's, as I've said, pretty useful for counters. And you can do Super Scroll and Mystique on the last turn with this as well, against other Darkhawk decks or Thanos decks or something like that. But mainly what you want to do here is just play Darkhawk and then play Mystique, and then on the last turn maybe play Devil Dino, and that's all. Also on the last turn you can also just surprise your opponent with the Rock Slide, so you can get +4 on Mystique and Darkhawk, again if Mystique copied the ability of Darkhawk, of course. And there's also, if you're wondering why America Chavez is here, it's just for consistency. I don't think I've ever put America Chavez in a deck just because I want to play America Chavez. Yeah, I only play America Chavez I put America Chavez in decks because I want them to be more consistent with the pulls. So basically I already know in the first 5 turns if it's gonna work out or not. Also, Zabu, if you can drop it on turn 2, that would be actually amazing, because then on the last turn, even if somebody plays Wave, you can still play 2 4-cost cards, and that's amazing actually. Just dropping a Shang-Chi and a Rock Slide at the same time on the last turn after they played Wave, that's gonna catch them off guard. I don't really know what more to say about this deck. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Agent Coulson is there for Devil Dino, Sentinel, a classic card. You keep playing it if you don't have any other cards to play, or if you want to keep your hand full for Devil Dino. I haven't put Moon Girl in here. I don't think it's necessary. You already got Sentinel and Agent Coulson. Agent Coulson gets you 2 cards, so that's pretty amazing on its own. Maybe you get some cards that you really need. I also got Super Scroll and Darkhawk with Agent Coulson as well, and that was actually crazy. I mean, not at the same time, obviously, but I've got them before. And yeah, I think these are all the decks that I've used. I mean, these are the primary decks that I played to get to Infinite. These 3. Darkhawk I played a lot in the beginning, and then I switched to Destroyer X and Patriot Surfer. So yeah, hope this helped you. I think they are still good in this season as well. I've played them this season as well, and they still work. So good luck with the grind. Hope you liked this video. Please subscribe if you did, and I'll see you next time. Bye.